So there's this AI tool called Napkin AI, and I gotta tell you that this tool is just splendid. So what it does is it can process text or even number, and then it will convert that into some nice visualization that you could use for a presentation, for a blog post, for marketing, for a lot of things basically, and they do look amazing. Now there is one thing here that you need to keep in mind. This is not like AI image generator, because the visualization that they created is not using AI image. Instead, it's just real data. So the text is real. It's not going to hallucinate or creating some random strange looking text. It is going to be based on real text, which you can always modify later. And it also will follow the best practices when it comes to design. It will also choose the best icons, the best way to present the data. And a lot of times the design looks quite enticing. Now, if you go to the official website, napkin.ai, you can see some examples about the designs that you could get by using this tool. So if you scroll at the bottom, there are some examples like these ones. They do look amazing, and these designs will be unique depending on the input. So if the input is just number, you're probably going to get something like a chart. If the input is mostly text, then you're going to get something like maybe a label or a comparison or a table. It's really smart. It's going to decide what design is appropriate based on the input data. Now, I'm going to show you how you can use this tool. But first, let's navigate to napkin.ai, and then you can sign up using email or your Google account. Right now, this tool is still in beta, and therefore the Pro plan for some reason is completely free. So you can enjoy all the Pro benefits without having to pay anything. And what's unique about this is that it has been around for quite a while and they still in beta. So, well, I guess just enjoy it while it lasts. Now, after you sign up using your account, you can see that the Napkin interface would look something like this. Or maybe you're going to see some onboarding process or some tutorial video. But this is basically how you can get started with Napkin AI. Now, as a demonstration, I'm going to create some sort of visualization based on this document, based on this text that I generated using Perplexity AI. I'm going to select this, right click, copy, and then let's go back to Napkin, and then I'm going to create a new napkin. So here I'm going to select, okay, there is some error. Let me refresh the page. That could happen. Remember, it is still in beta, so maybe there's going to be some glitch or error, but usually that's rarely happen. Let's click new napkin, and I'm going to start with blank napkin. Alright, let's call this one ChatGPT versus Cloud. That's the topic of this content. And then I'm going to just paste the content right here. And then here, I'm going to select all the text, and then you're going to see this icon on the left side of the screen. Click on it, and it will analyze the content and will generate some appropriate visuals based on this content. It will appear at the bottom, and you can see that there is this comparison. There is a nice visual. There are a lot of stuff that you could choose from. And remember, the text will affect the kind of design that you will see on this area, on this result. So yeah, there's a comparison. And yeah, I guess I'm going to select, let's say, this one. Okay, I like this one. Let's click this, and it will offer you what style that you want to apply to this design, because there are various styles. They do look a bit the same, but they are actually different style. And there's also an option to create for your own style, but that's going to be a separate topic. You can do it if you want to, but I think the the presets here are just good enough. So let's try using, I guess I'm gonna go with this one. And there you go. So I'm going to show you a few things that you can do after you have created this visualization. First, you can always modify the text. If you click on any text, you have the option to change the text, change the font, the color, and a lot of other things. And you can also click on the icon, so you can make it bolder if you want to. You can also make the shape to look a bit different if you want to. And there is also this option to select this. So there are a lot of settings that you can apply. There is brightness level, there is pattern, and yeah, they do look interesting. But honestly, I don't change that very often, so because I think the design is good enough. And here at the bottom, you can actually create or add something to the existing visual. So if you click on the pen icon, the sketch feature, you can draw an arrow, for example. You can do this like this. And I guess I'm gonna go with this. Oh, sorry about that. I should not be doing that. Let's try it again. And I can select this. And I can do it again for this one. There you go. So it looks amazing. And then there is also the option to create label. If you want to add something more, you can click label and you can start type something here. Like let's say this is the watermark or something. And you can also use Spark search. I thought this was AI feature, but this is actually more like adding an icon into the design. So let's say I want to add a computer icon. I can also add this, and there you go. So I have a new icon. I can add another label if I want to, but that's about it. And you can upload a picture to this area. Now, another thing that I want to show you here is that you can change the aspect ratio. Right now it is a square, not exactly square, more like rectangular, but I want it to be more rectangular, more like a 16:9 aspect ratio. So in order to do that, you have to click on this icon. Sorry about that, this aspect ratio, and then you can select the aspect ratio that you want. There you go. Now it's becoming 16:9. That's pretty good. There is also 1:1 and 4:5, but there is no 9:16, I guess. And there's also the option to change the style. Again, this is something that you can always customize later, and if you're not quite happy with the current design, you can always change it. I think it looks alright. Yeah, I guess I'm fine with the original design. And if you want to export this content, you can click this export button, and you have multiple options. There is PNG, there is SVG, PPT, PDF, etc. And I do recommend to disable Napkin logo if it is still available, because apparently this is going to be a pro plan, but given that we are still using the pro plan for free at the moment, you can just disable the logo. It's the logo that will appear on the bottom right of the visualization. And then there is dark mode, which is quite interesting. It's not great, perhaps because there is a problem or a bug or glitch somewhere. Again, still in beta, so you're probably going to see something like that. And you can make the background to be completely transparent. And also you can make the resolution to be twice bigger. So if you want to display it on a larger screen, then you can make it larger. And I guess that's about it. You can copy to clipboard, or you can download the file as a PNG or any format that you selected. Now let me just click download, and I can just upload it to Google Docs document. And there you go. So it's really as simple as that. And I hope you find this video to be useful. And if you want to see more tutorial videos about AI, then feel free to subscribe to this channel. In any case, I wish you a great day ahead.